Very well.
Now that it has been seconded, those in favor say on the contrary nay. That the parliamentary commission will take up on the school fees of the two young champions up to S6.
I now want to appeal through you, Madam Speaker, and to those in the Ministry of Finance. Much as the senior minister assured us that the money will come, the money did not come. We had to look for all ways to be able to send a team. It is only after the team came that some money came into the account, but it was half of what was promised on the floor of Parliament. And therefore, we are still moving with debt. But despite this, we've been able to complete our calendar with the National Rally Championship, which ended in Hoima last weekend. We also finished our Motocross Championship the weekend before in Mitiana. That was the fourth round. We've done our Go-Kart Championship. We still have some pending events. There's one more round of the Enduro Championship. There's a sprint, motorsport sprint on the Boxing Day, which is the last sprint. And it's a very big event for any members who may be around Kampala on the Boxing Day. Get yourself to Busika and enjoy some of the high-octane motorsports. And we have one autocross left, which is going to be in Mbarara. But there's also an international event, which is the Central Africa Championship, where Uganda is defending the Central African Championship, which is going to be held in December in Mombasa. With these pending events, I am really appealing through you, Madam Speaker, that finance meet their obligations. Because when you look at some of our young athletes, they put in a lot of efforts. They have really trained and prepared themselves for these events. Of course, many go through a lot of injuries, others are recovering from injuries, as motorsport is not a very simple, gentle sport, but they represented Uganda very well. In Morocco, the team which was there was well respected, even though as a team, we had to disassemble our bikes completely. Most teams went with their bikes partly assembled, but to save on costs and to save on space, we completely disassembled. That when we arrived there and the bikes also delayed arrival, we were putting them together on the race day. Many of the teams were shocked, but we had a lot of support from other teams where the mechanics also came, helped us put our bikes together. But on the track, I want to really congratulate the young people. They did not disappoint. They really held our flag up high, and they represented Uganda very well.
Thank you.
And as a future of motorsports, I request that the support is timely, and we continue to build this sport. We are going to endeavor next year to get the championship. But I also want to point out that because finance have often declared that they've supported us with a lot of money, it is very hard to do anything because people assume that the federation has money. We've got all sorts of people crawling around looking for that money, not knowing that we are struggling just to get our calendar complete.
I want first to thank the Honorable Tinkasimiri Barnabas, my great chairman. Madam Speaker, for the record, this parliament approved for motorsport 3.2 billion. Are we clear? For the record, finance has given me 300 million to motorsport. So now, so beyond that, Madam Speaker, I really want to say that my work can only be possible when I get the required funding as per the approval. And this is a case for all other federations. To be honest, the releases are becoming meager, and it's making the work of sports extremely difficult. And sometimes, most of the federation presidents think I am the problem or we are the problem. But as government, I want to say that maybe finance can explain better what is in the house, in the kitchen. So as far as that is concerned, I thank the Minister of Finance for continuing to support me despite the challenges they face. I thank you.
Madam Speaker, National Council of Sports has a budget for these federations of about 30 billion Uganda shillings, out of which 3.2 billion is for the Federation of Motorsport. You'll excuse me if I don't name it properly. Madam Speaker, overall release performance under this item is above 50%, and we are in December. Just quarter 1 and 2, but we are already above 50%. Madam Speaker, I am of the opinion that we discuss this matter outside here, and then come back and report.